If I don't thank God for anything in my life, I thank God for this woman. And say, this is my struggle. Can you pray with me? Can you hold me accountable? In the middle of my battles with pornography, when I would need to travel, I would keep this woman on the phone.
This gist, guys, it be as it gets. In fact, for some reasons best known to me, I hardly talk about all this kind of gist these days. I hardly want to talk about people, but for the peculiarities of this case, that is why I am making this video, because I am seeing that most of us are beginning to see some human beings as if they are God. Now, this is a scandal about a lovely couple. Yes, very loved and respected by Nigerians, online Nigerians. Yeah. In case you don't know, Banky W is a singer. He is a politician. He is also a pastor. This is another dimension to this story. And the wife as well is an actress who is also a lover of God, right? This news broke out through Gist Lover. Gist Lover did not mention name, but from his descriptions, decoders decoded that he must be talking about these people. Now, what I wouldn't know if some people see this as the first time this is coming from Gist Lover. I don't know if some people are just seeing this for the very first time. For me, this is the second time I'm seeing a gist concerning this couple from Gist Lover. The first time he mentioned it and he talked about somebody being pregnant for this guy and for the fact that the wife was struggling to have a child, this, that, and he said it. And as at that time, they were still struggling to have a child, right? Then at the end of the day, nothing happened. No evidence to prove that. Rather, we see these people, online, vibing, showing love, all this loving, tender care and all of that. I'm like, oh, wow, thank God. But there is one thing about that guy's gist or that lady's gist, the Gist Lover. People believe his gist at least has a 90% accuracy. And at the end of the day, from what has happened in the past, you see that happening. So when he drops anything, people don't really take it with a pinch of salt, right? Now, this particular time, again, he has dropped this about this. There's something he said. I'm just going to be passing you the write-up. You can read it up for yourself. He said that this lady in question, that Banky is cheating on his wife with, had 2 abortions. And gotten pregnant the 3rd one and decided that she's not going to abort. This is why this is coming out now. So if it is true, then that should be pointing to apparently the first time he released news about this same person, because that was before they had their baby. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, and he said that the lady was pregnant for him. So in this case now, he said that this lady has gotten rid of pregnancy twice, and this is the 3rd time. So it could be pointing towards the first time he released a story about this lady. And now, at the end of that gist, this couple we are seeing loving up online. And from what Gist Lover said in this very, very post, he said that Banky knows how to cover up his tracks a lot. Now, I'm not here to judge him. I'm not here to judge anybody. The only thing I am here to react to is the surprise on people's, the surprise on people, the reactions. People were like, if these people ever have problem, they will never believe in love. I'm seeing comments that are like as if these people are Jesus Christ, right? Now, the other part of it that people were also shocked was that some people said if he is cheating, it will not be a surprise to them if he's cheating on Adesua, because people are reasoning, oh, this woman is pretty, she's gangan, so what are you looking for in another woman and all of that. Now, somebody was saying this, regardless of the beauty, if he is cheating on her, he will not be surprised. But if he is preaching as a pastor and cheating, that is where he has problem. How? I mean, how? Being a pastor does not remove him from being a human being. But I am going to be reacting, okay, fine. If you listen to his preachings recently, First of all, he has turned off the comment section. The wife's comment section, people said she turned it off, but I went there, her comment sections are open. But this lady that he is cheating with already turned off her own comment section. Her name is Niola. You can check her out. I'm going to be posting her pictures here. Now, the thing for me here is that I don't want to see this guy as someone who is intentionally cheating. That is where I want people to understand something. Because that love that you guys are seeing, that he so much loves his wife, the wife so much loves him, they can never cheat on each other, they can never do wrong, blah, blah. Apparently, they so much love themselves. But this guy was dating this lady before his wife. The gist was that they have history. When the guy's heart was broken, according to Gist Lover, from who he was dating before, this lady that he's cheating on his wife with right now used to be his staff. He was her boss, and they were doing bestie. So when his relationship got broken with some other lady, he was heartbroken, and this one was by the side, right? And then filled up the gap, so they started dating. They were dating, and this one was trying to see that she gets married to him and all of that. But according to the gist, he said that this one is wild. He doesn't want to get married to a wild person. And now he found Adesua. And that confirms to me with what he wrote on his Instagram page during Adesua's birthday. He said that he prayed never to marry somebody who is in the entertainment industry. And this other lady that he was dating was also a singer, or is also a singer. But he prayed never to marry someone in the entertainment industry, just like Adesua prayed never to marry a pastor, a politician, or, and then at the end of the day, they got married to each other. So when he saw Adesua and liked her, Adesua is more of a calm person, calm personality. So they got dating and they got married. The mistake this guy made was, while he was dating Adesua, he was still dating that lady, right? So after marriage, this is where I am coming in right now. This could have been where it held him bound, that he never knew how to come out of it, even as he become a pastor, because he was never a pastor before he got married to. He recently become this pastor, and things would have gone deep that he didn't know how to come out open. And this is an advantage that I feel he should take right now that this has been brought to the public. Now, because he was dating her while dating Adesua, and their relationship was made to, to be the perfect one online. So apparently, he hid every bit of it from Adesua. Maybe he didn't even mention it. And then after marriage, that one still clung to him. And then, in order not to have a problem with his wife, that one would have said, if you want to leave me, I will make her understand that you were cheating on her even while she was engaged with you, or stuff. There are things some desperate women can say to a man. Then you just find yourself being trapped. It will be like a sort of blackmail. I feel that would have been the problem he found himself in. And apparently, after he got married to her, that one was still holding her. But he should have known that it would have even been easier for her to find out that you were cheating while you guys were dating than when you're already married. So he probably wanted to, because from the whole narrative Adesua gave when this guy met him and how they got married, you will know that the guy was just not ready to see that anything spoiled his relationship with Adesua even before marriage. Now, apparently after getting married, this lady would have still wanted him, and to still say, oh, if you don't want me to let her know we're having something, even while people were dating, while you were cutting, then you should continue with me. But I'm saying he would have, as at that time, bear everything open to the wife and say, I'm sorry, this will never happen again. But he didn't do that. He continued until even when he became a pastor. And I know that maybe, because from the Gist Lover gave out, this one was believing that she will become a Mrs. one day. And that's my issue with some ladies. You are dating a man, before he gets married to another person, and you're still there dating him. Why? To the point that you now want to break his home. Why? Were you good enough to him and he didn't marry you? Were you not even going to say that was a disrespect to leave you to marry another person and pull out from him to keep your word? You will remain there, and you also now want to break the family. That is, by the way. Now, he became a pastor. and this relationship continued. Because that one would have said, if you leave me, I'm just quote and unquote, I'm just saying what could have been happening in this whole thing, that this guy is wallowing in that pain. And because go and listen to his preachings. Look for Brookstone Church, listen to his preachings recently. You will see it's all directed to what is happening now. So you remain there because you don't want your image to be tarnished. You probably be dying in silence. But one thing I know is, if he has not led this thing bare to his wife and the pastor, I mean the lead pastor, and this is happening now, if he should use this opportunity as he's preaching to go and kneel down before the wife and say, please, I'm so sorry. This is how this whole thing happened. The wife can forgive him. Look at all he said, that the wife is able to help him pass through. The wife would forgive. Because if truly this man wants to cheat, if truly he really wants to cheat on his wife, or that he doesn't love his wife enough that he wants to cheat, it will be with a new person. There is no case, there is no history that he's cheating with one new person that he just found after marriage. It's a case of a history he has in the past. And some people has a soft heart, that they have soft spots for some persons, that even after relationship, even after they have told you, oh, this is over, I'm moving on, I want to get married to another person, and you still hang by the side. They will not, that's a mean for some persons that are very humane. For some men, even, I don't know about women, but for some men, they will not have that heart to really, be so strong and tough on you to put you off. And then some desperate and corny female, a human being, now will take advantage of that to deal with such soft-hearted kind of men. Because from the way this guy treats his wife, you could sense that he's a soft-hearted man. He's a man that when he loves you, you have a soft spot in his heart. Or even humanity. I don't know, let me not just say his wife. People that can have soft spots for their fellow human being. Now, most times, the wicked ones take advantage of this kind of people. So apparently, this relationship, he would have been telling this one, let's stop, and that one is putting head, I don't want to. And they're remembering all whatever he did for her when he was going through heartbreak and all of that. It wasn't easy for him to let her go. So some people have some things as weakness. You don't use it to judge them like that. And now he was talking about porn. That is also a weakness he has. And he was saying how the wife helped him to pull through that weakness. So if he could confess to the wife about this same lady and give her reasons, I didn't want to cheat on you. If I had wanted to cheat on you, it would be with a new person. But this is a history. This was my past. And this is how, or maybe she just kept on me and she just, that's how the relationship continued. Because it may not be easy for him to let her go while he was dating Adesua, since they didn't quarrel. So these are the things that he would explain, and I'm sure the wife will understand, so that they can use this opportunity to break free from this Neola and put this whole thing to a stop. And then for people saying, because he's a man of God, is that nobody is above mistake. Like I said, this is a history, this is a past that he was battling with, and he has not been able to, and maybe because of how the whole world will condemn him, he was not able to just stop that one, because he knows that if he stop her like that, she would come out open to just voice everything out. So this should be an opportunity for them to deal with her. And then that someone is a pastor does not mean they still do not have weakness, that they are now God. Let us understand that people have weaknesses that they are battling with. It is not in our own strength that we are strong. We are only strong in the strength of Christ. Those places that we know we are weak, we keep asking him, praying for him to strengthen us, not because they have given you one title or you have been poured on your head, then every weakness you have will just disappear. No. We are still human, even as children of God. And because as a human being you have those weaknesses, does not mean you don't have a heart for God. You don't have a heart for humanity. You don't ever have a heart to be good. Well, this is just what I want to say on this, reacting to it, because I don't know if this is 100% true right now, but given the way things come out from Gist Lover and later turn out to be true, and listening to his recent preachings and everything, there might be some truth in it. And from the fact that even the Neola has locked up her page and everything, there might be some truth in it. But whatever it is something that they can pull through. by the grace of God and with the understanding of the wife. And being that, if they will use this opportunity to pull through, to look into it, being that this woman is just in the past, it's somebody that came from the past, not a future person. We have not heard anything about any new person in these 6 years that they've been married. So it should be something that he can tell his wife, is an evidence to know that I don't have the intention of cheating on you. But this is past crawls of somebody who does not want to let you go, following you and wanting to mess up your marriage. Anyway, guys, this is where I call it a day on this. If you have any contrary opinion or you have something to say about this reaction, please drop it on the comment section. Thank you and stay safe. Bye-bye.